The weight loss game has changed. While the fundamental principle of needing to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight is definitely true, is definitely real, is definitely a thing, unfortunately, the last 20 to 25 years, companies have started using ingredients in their food that make it much more difficult for us to lose weight, that slow our metabolism, that drive up cravings, and that just don't tell us when we're full. And so in this video, we're gonna go over what I believe to be the 3 most important ingredients to reduce or even cut out in order to lose weight and to keep it off for good. With that said, let's get into it. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Schuyler Diehm. I am a lifestyle fat loss coach, meaning we help people lose fat in a way that is sustainable to their specific lifestyle. We've helped our clients lose over 2,600 pounds of fat, and we've done it in a very sustainable way. We've had clients from all walks of life share that this is the simplest and easiest program that they have done, as well as the most successful. And so if you are on a fat loss journey, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. But also if you are struggling to lose weight and you are looking for a high level of accountability and support, make sure you head down below this video to grab a complimentary consultation. On that consultation, I want to learn everything about your goals, who you are, what your life looks like, and then I want to lay out a plan for you of how we can help you get in the best shape of your life sustainably. So go ahead and grab that. But with that being said, let's dive into these ingredients. So truly the purpose of this is not to demonize these ingredients. It's not to say that if you consume them from time to time, you are a terrible person and you're going to be fat forever. You're going to get fat. The purpose is to be aware of what these ingredients are doing to you so that you can make more educated decisions. And the cool part about this is that all 3 of these ingredients, there are no foods that you are not able to find with separate ingredients. There are no foods that exist out there that need to have these 3 ingredients. Now, does the formulation change? Yes. Does the taste change a little bit? Probably, because you're switching from more artificial to real. But when your taste buds adapt, you feel incredible, you lose fat, you feel great, and you win. So the first ingredient here that we're gonna talk about is enriched wheat flour. Now, this is an ingredient that you're gonna find in a lot of packaged goods, typically pastas, desserts, cookies, things that have flour in them. So things that are typically more carb heavy. And why we avoid this ingredient is because what enriched wheat flour does is they take the wheat, which the wheat typically has 3 parts to it: the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. The bran and the germ contain the nutrients, they contain the fiber, they contain the things that are beneficial for us. The endosperm is basically just what provides the taste. And so what companies do is they remove the bran and the germ, they remove the fiber, they remove the nutrients. What this ends up doing is it makes it so that this ingredient spikes our blood sugar way more than a typical flour, which puts us in a state of a blood sugar crash, which provides us with low energy, cravings, more hunger, and just does not make us feel good. Along with that, if you are typically micronutrient deficient, you're gonna be very hungry because your body doesn't have the nutrients it needs to operate efficiently. Now, why do they call it enriched? Because enriched sounds good, right? So what enriched means is that they basically take all of the natural vitamins and minerals out of the wheat and they add in synthetic man-made vitamins. So they are enriching the wheat, but they're doing it with man-made vitamins that do not interact with our body in the same way, that do not benefit us the same. And so in order to get rid of this ingredient, all you have to do is look for better sources of flour. At the very least, go for an organic whole wheat flour, but even better, go for something that's not wheat-based. Go for almond flour, coconut flour, cassava flour. Any of these flours are better alternatives if they're coming from a positive source. The second ingredient we're going to look at is good old processed sugar. Now, sugar has a lot of different names. Sugar is usually the main one you're looking for, but you can see high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, dextrose, ingredients along those lines. To keep it simple, all we're looking for here is sugar. Now, we live in a society where sugar is everywhere. Probably about 5 years back, I did a challenge where I went an entire month without having sugar, and I literally failed the first 2 days because I consumed things that I didn't even think would have sugar in it. One was a hummus or a pesto, forget what the second one was, but companies are putting sugar in everything because it makes it taste better. And so what this does is not only is it, again, spiking our blood sugar, which leads to those cravings, energy crashes, it's also making us crave more sugar. And then along with that, it's just making us not want to eat normal food that doesn't have sugar. This is gonna lead to a lot of behavioral changes. This is going to lead to making it harder to say no to foods that have sugar in it. And so again, same thing. If you're finding something with sugar in it, there is a way to either buy it or make it on your own without processed sugar. Now again, at the very least, if you can do something like a coconut sugar, that would be better. But even better than that, we can do things like maple syrup, honey, real sources of sugar that has not been highly processed. But if you cut this out or reduce it drastically, this is gonna make a massive difference in your life. All right, and then the third ingredient we are looking to cut out or reduce if you're looking to make fat loss as effortless as possible are seed oils. Now this is a category. This has a lot of different subcategories in it. The typically most popular seed oils you're going to see in your ingredients are soybean oil, canola oil, and sunflower oil. There are others out there, the vegetable oils, things like that, but if you read your ingredients, those are going to be the big three. Now, why do we do this? If you have been on the internet, if you've been in the nutrition space, you've probably heard a lot of people say there's no evidence that seed oils are harmful for us. That's a load of malarkey.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
So besides the seed oils being processed with ethanol, which is found in gasoline, which is probably not good for us, along with that, seed oils are typically extremely high in omega-6 fats. Now, there's a couple different types of omega fats. The big two that we care about are omega-6 and omega-3. Omega-3 is very anti-inflammatory. You probably heard about this oil. It's in fish oil, it's in fish, it's in a lot of different sources of grass-fed meats and other products. The benefit of this is that it is very anti-inflammatory. It's very beneficial. Now, having some inflammation can be good because if you get a cut, your body to be able to provide inflammation so that you don't bleed out. But what most Americans are struggling with today is an overload of inflammation. Constant chronic inflammation, which can lead to diabetes, obesity, heart disease, even cancer. And so what we're looking at in our society is that these seed oils are in pretty much everything. It is so frustrating when you get into the game of reading labels, seeing how often you're gonna find these ingredients in your food. And so while something with tiny amounts maybe can't damage us, right? I'm sure I go out other places and I eat things with their seed oil. But what we want to avoid is the overload because omega-6 fats, which are in the seed oils, are extremely inflammatory, and we do not want that inflammation. So this is going to be frustrating. I will preface with that as you get into the grocery store, as you start flipping things over, reading the labels, even things that say they're organic, even things that claim to be healthy, and you see these ingredients in there, but it is part of the game. Can you lose weight having these things? Yes. Yes, you can count calories. Yes, you can make it work. But if you can still eat anything, right? Because there's potato chips out there without seed oils. There's cake out there without enriched wheat flour. Cookies, brownies, pasta, all these things exist out there without these ingredients. My question is, why wouldn't you make that up? If it is gonna reduce your cravings, reduce your hunger, if it's gonna improve your energy, improve your digestion, make you feel better, why wouldn't you do these things? Now, this can be frustrating. There can be a lot of different things that you can buy out there that you would like to avoid. So what I actually have, if you head down below this video, is a free document. It's a common kitchen upgrades guide. It's gonna give you 15 very simple swaps that you can make in your kitchen that most people typically are using in order to see drastic health and fat loss results. And so just an example, we have type of milk, we have other types of dairy, a lot of other things that come up in this guide. You can head down below this video, you can get that for free. Does it take the work to flip over a label, read it, cross-check, okay, does it have any of these ingredients in it? Yes, it absolutely does, but it's a short period of work. And you eventually get to the point where you know what things don't contain those ingredients, you know what things you do, and you can make smarter options and you can feel way better. So get to implementing, but besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you need support in any way, if you're looking for coaching, if you're looking for accountability, you're looking to just tap into our system and our program, and be told what to do, be told what things to avoid, check the link below this video. We got a free complimentary consultation down there for you. I'd love to chat with you to see how I can help. But besides that, thank you so much for watching. And of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.